Welcome to another video of Living For, this one about bullet journaling. Let's continue this adventure together and don't forget to subscribe. Let's start the setup of February. Let's start with the February setup. I already drafted everything, so let's go through this process really fast so in the end I can show you all my choices. So let's start! So we finished our February setup and here we have the cover page. It's really simple and it's all about leaves and nature as the previous one. You can see here this is the month calendar. And then the next page I have the full month calendar but bigger. It's exactly the same as January. It really worked for me, this setup this way. I can really write down here and I have enough space to put events that I may have, and actually I can go back to the beginning of the year and, for example, pick up the events that I already have here and put them here and add some others. So it's really nice. See, I can pick the things from February and write it down, and that way I can see in just a look what I have for this month. Then I have the weeks. As before, I kept the same design again because I don't need more space for each day. Actually, I only put down the to-do things and something that I schedule to have done in the day, so I don't need hours or anything like that. And it really worked for me, this format. I can show you here how I did it in one of the weeks of January. See, I don't really need more space. I never used it, so it's enough for me, and so I'm keeping it for more time to see if it feels good enough for a little while. So here we have the week 3 and 4. Have a space for to-do and notes because in the beginning of the week I like to write down the things that I expect to have done and some notes or ideas for the week. Then we have the 5th week, and this one is a really small one. It only has one day, and because of that I wrote down this verse, or at least the beginning of the verse is in Matthew 6:34 and says, "Do not worry about tomorrow." I don't know if you're like me, but I really stress about the future and I really want to have everything under control. So it's really good to remind myself of this verse and to believe and continue to remember myself that God is in control and that I do not need to worry about tomorrow because He will take care of that. Now in this page I have my mood tracker. In January I thought that I would not really like to do this but it really worked nicely and it's not a difficult thing to do. I only need to pick 3 colors and paint it, and it was nice to think how I felt during the day, so it was a nice activity. I'm gonna continue to do it and I have a full page this month for it. And then the time trackers and the habit tracker, I'm gonna continue to do this, but I changed the way that is organized, especially because in the other month I'm gonna show you guys how I did it. In January I did it this way, and I'm sorry but I only started in the middle of the month because, well, it was a crazy month, January, getting used to everything and bullet journaling also, so it was difficult, and especially because I was a little bit sick and everything during that time. So yeah, as you see, I did not make a big effort to improve my habits at all. But one thing I recognize, this time tracker is really hard because I have a lot of colors and so I need a lot of different pens. and that is not practical. And here also I thought it was not really practical to see all the lines, so I changed it up. And now my time tracker, even I really like to know how much time I take with different things. So I'm gonna do that and continue to do that and see if I can finally write down everything this way. So the idea is, imagine if I take 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours in the first day, I'm gonna add up every single day and write a 1 and 2, and so small rectangles here. And in the end of the month, I will know how many hours I used to each activity. So I will have a glimpse by the month, not by the day really, but it will help me out to see what are the things that are just using more of my time. So yeah, this is the way I'm gonna try it out this month. And this one is more or less like this one, but this time I just did like a big rectangle or small squares here that are a lot easier to paint. And this way also I can do the trackers with only one color, like a green or a pen or a black pen, and it will be a lot easier to fill it up every single day. It's hard when you have to use a lot of pens, as I said, so I'm trying to limit all the things that I need to fill up to just like 2-3 pens or 4 max, like these 3 colors for example, and a black one, and that's it. So that's my objective, to not use a lot of materials, because every single day is hard. So, and the last page I'm gonna continue with this. It's just a resume of everything. I'm gonna write down some prayer requests I may have during the month for the next one, or to continue, some gratitudes, checking how I am, and some ideas. The last month I only had ideas, but I thought the space was too big, and most of my ideas are about the blog. So I wrote down the blog space so I can put the ideas for the blog too, and here for my life. So this is the setup for February with some changes. I'm adapting because this is the first year that I'm bullet journaling, so I'm learning what are the things that are good for me, and maybe in a few like next month or a few days I can show you what are the things that I learned so far with bullet journaling. So let me show you again, just passing through all the pages for February. So we have cover page, month calendar, week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with a beautiful verse, mood tracker, time tracker, habit tracker, and the last one, the page of reflection. The setup for this month is complete. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it, and if you have any ideas for me, please put it down below in the comment section. And of course, if you want to continue to see other videos about Christian lifestyle, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next video.